Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Game Zone stage your hosts, Matt Littler and Darren Jeffries.
Hello, Gadget Show Live. How are you? I've come out the wrong way.
Yes, you have. Come out this way. Come on.
I was told to come out this way. I was told.
It goes in one ear and out the other, doesn't it?
It's terrible.
Right, I've got some free stuff.
Well, I've got key rings. What have you got?
I've got cans of Emerge, who are actually our stage sponsor.
What a wonderful combination. Key rings and energy drinks.
And here they come.
Right, I'll pass them out then.
Who wants a free drink? There's no such thing as a free drink. There is actually here, and they're cans of Emerge. I'm gonna hand them out, so I don't want anyone to lose an eye. See, this is how it starts. Who wants some Emerge? Here you go. Catch both hands. Oh, I wouldn't open that yet. Give that a minute. Cans of Emerge. You're gonna catch it, dude. Be careful. 1, 2, 3.
This is a good idea. It's gonna be a long day today. There's going to be lots to see and lots to do, but it's going to be very tiring.
Take small sips.
Have some Emerge.
Small, short sips. We're here. This is the Game Zone stage. This is where we sort of impart gaming knowledge, some gaming wisdom. We're showing off some indie games. We've got some game tech on stage, but this is actually one of my favourite bits.
I was going to say too, we've got various competitions. A really exciting competition coming up later.
At 12 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock. We can't say any more than that.
All I will say is someone's walking home with a console.
Mark, you're not meant to give it... What? You're just giving it away already.
Can't help myself.
Oh, what do you like? That's
can't
at
help
12.
myself.
But anyway, for now.
Yes, esports. Put your hand up if you know what esports is. Not many people. This is good because this panel's going to teach you about esports. In short, it's the biggest growing area of gaming in the UK. It's huge, it's growing fast, and there's a lot of money to be made. And a lot of young people play games, and this is a way for them to legitimately play games and have it as a career.
Get paid for it,
yeah.
Basically. Play games and get paid for it. But like anything, though, if you're going to get paid for it, you've got to be good at it. You've got to be skilled. Yeah, not just anyone can be an esports player. But, as Matt said, it's a huge area of video gaming. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's massive in the States already. Very, very large in the likes of Korea, Japan. It's huge there.
It's bigger than traditional sports in Korea.
And it's gathering scary momentum right here in the UK as well. So we've got our guest, haven't we, to come on stage and
Vince from Choke Gaming. He runs his own esports team, and he's the best person to speak to about this. Vince, join us on stage.
Round of applause for Vince.
Hello, hello.
Take a seat in our mastermind-style chair.
Thank you very much.
Your specialist subject is esports. Your time starts now.
Go.
How's your Gadget Show Live been so far? Just checking.
Absolutely awesome.
You having a great time?
Yeah, wonderful time.
Are we all enjoying Gadget Show Live so far? We
Good
can do
stuff.
better than that. Are we enjoying Gadget Show Live so far?
Oh,
Nicely
yeah.
done, nicely done.
So, do you want to just, for anyone here who's watching who's thinking, what the heck is esports?
Yep.
Boil it down, take it to its component parts and tell us what it is.
Esports is video games, playing video games competitively, winning lots of money if you're really good at it, and being part of a team environment without having to maybe say traditional sports, kicking a football around. But it's the fastest growing competitive sport out there at the moment. It's absolutely gaining such momentum that I don't see it, and it won't be long until it takes over or eclipses regular sport.
And what sort of games lend themselves to esports? Have you got maybe 3 or 4 really strong examples?
Yeah. The biggest ones would be things like Call of Duty, League of Legends, Counter-Strike Go has just gone absolutely crazy. And you've got other things like Hearthstone, a very simple card game, which people are loving at the moment. And other MOBAs such as Dota 2, Heroes of the Storm will be coming out soon. So there's big titles out there which lend themselves to esports.
Let's say I'm a youngster and I'm sat at home and I'm playing Call of Duty, and I'm that guy who beats my friends regularly, consistently, and I think I'm pretty good. Am I good enough to join an esports team, or is it another level?
I'd say for someone like that, what they would need to do is try and compete or put themselves in a competition. If you find yourself, you're like, yeah, I'm really good at this game, and I'm absolutely tearing all my friends apart, then you can look at maybe entering. There's lots of free tournaments out there to enter. For example, you've got the Insomnia Series in Coventry at the Ricoh Arena. Yes, you have to pay to go there, but the actual tournaments are free to enter, and then you can test your ability against other people. And you know what makes someone better than someone else is not just simply running around like in Call of Duty with a gun, shooting at other people and being, I'm betting on my friends. It's having the right mindset, like playing a game of chess, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of the enemy, and basically winning.
But I guess you only know how good you are once you go up against like-minded people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pit your wits against, for example, again at the Insomnia, there's lots of very good teams that have been big-headed. Even my own, we've won a couple of them, and other players. We've even lost games to people that we've never heard of before, and that happens. And people can just come along, test their skills, play against teams like ours and other good teams in the UK, and they may take a game off of us, and then they've proven themselves that they can compete.
So what happens at your average esports tournament? What goes down?
What goes down? Wow.
For a start, you've got a crowd, haven't you? You've got
You've got a big crowd, and there's some photos on the screen here. This is like one of the stages. This is at Insomnia. This is one of the stages the guys getting set up, and you can be in front of like a stage like this, playing your video games in front of an absolute massive crowd. And we're talking kind of a few hundred, or a few thousand, a few tens of thousands. There's some stadiums in the world which are completely full. And yesterday it was announced that the League of Legends World Championship is going to be held in Wembley, the quarterfinals, and they'll probably pack that whole stadium out.
Well, let's talk about the events. You've got the likes of Insomnia, which is the world's biggest, the UK's biggest gaming festival.
Yep.
They fill the Ricoh Arena in Coventry.
It's a sellout weeks before it's
They've outgrown it, really.
Yeah.
We've got later in the year. There's an event here in London called Legends of Gaming, which brings together.
We're in Birmingham.
Here, I'm at the UK.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm just making sure you know where you are.
Yeah, I'm in a safe place, surrounded by friends.
Yeah.
I'm a big brave bear.
You're good.
In London, there's an event later in the year called Legends of Gaming. That's going to bring together some of the largest stars of esports and bring them together into an arena. You've got AM2 Pro, you've got Gfinity. Take us through the size and the scale and the scope of some of these events. Like Gfinity have hosted events in some of the Olympic arenas, and they've filled them.
The size of these events is phenomenal. For example, when we played in the League of Legends 4 Nations final in December, which got this lovely, where is it? One of a kind, can't win this one again, trophy. An official Riot. Anyone here know League of Legends? Yeah, there you go, Riot. Yeah, this is a tournament. This is like the UK's equivalent of the LCS. We did that in front of 27,000 people. Some Premier League, I'd say Championship teams can't even get that many people to watch in a football stadium. And for example, at the Ricoh Arena with the League of Legends final, Dota finals, CSGO finals, the halls are jam-packed full of people. In the recent Intel Extreme Masters, 1 million people tuned in at Twitch TV to watch a final. 1 million people. That was only on one platform they could view it from. And that wasn't counting the people in the stadium.
And what's at stake for our teams when they compete in these esports tournaments? What are they playing for?
They're playing for money, big money. Some tournaments are a bit smaller with little checks. Some are massive. We're talking in the millions of pounds worth of prize money.
I was going to ask, so what would you mentioned there's some small amounts. What would that be? You only
I don't know,
small
small amounts. For a final, maybe 5,000. You're like one of the smallest.
Right, that's small.
Okay, that's for a weekend's work.
Right, that's small, and then what's big?
$1 million?
Some teams have
walked away with £1 million in a tournament.
I mean, the COD champs were 2 weeks ago. Call of Duty World Championships held over in LA. Activision, the developer, they fly out players from the UK to go and take part. British teams go over. Hundreds of teams compete, and there's $1 million in the prize pot. That's a
real.
big deal, and that's a console game from esports that you can play. And the qualifiers are online, and it's awesome.
There's nothing to lose when you enter these. You go online, you go with your friends, you have a go. If you don't make it, you don't make it, but you can practice for next time. But there is that chance that you're good enough to go to these finals. Like you said, Activision, they will pay for everyone to go over there to compete at these finals, and they've got a chance to win some big bucks.
You've just got to be good enough,
You've got to be good enough, yeah.
It's interesting though, isn't it? I mean, as a gamer myself, I'm just trying to picture myself in a situation where I'm playing Call of Duty like I always do, but I'm playing to win £1 million. That's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy, and there's a big difference from sitting at your home on the living room with your feet up playing on the console to being in front of thousands of people where nerves, there's all sorts of things setting in. You're playing against people that could be better than you. You're trying to outsmart other like-minded gamers. And I mean, I've been on the stages before playing when I was a bit younger and less grey hair. And I used to get nerves, it's like stage fright. Like I'm a bit nervous right now talking to you guys, but...
Yeah, well, you'd have to get nervous. It's like any athlete, isn't it? You speak to
everything,
anyone, they always get nervous because they care so much. And
exactly. There's a lot of passion involved. There's lots of money involved, passion. And these people are determined to win, and they don't want to walk away. Like anyone who's involved in a sport, not as a loser, but as someone who came second place. They want to be a champion of what they do. Everyone wants to be the best of what they can be at. And these guys, yeah, there's a lot of money on the line. There's a lot of time invested. We're talking hours a day. Like anyone goes to work or anyone trains to play football, these guys are putting in 8 to 10, 12, 14 hours a day playing constantly to be as good as they can be.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask as well, we touched on this at the beginning, but if anybody in our audience is intrigued, if they think they've got what it takes to become an esports player, what are the qualities that are needed?
The qualities, like in anything that you're involved in, if be it work or any other sport, it's the same kind of qualities. You have to be determined. You have to be professional, and you just have to, really driven and really give it a go. Try not to be too emotional, because if you get too upset, you might not want to keep playing. But you have to put in the time. You have to be committed and put in the time. Like anything, to be good at it, you have to practice and you have to play a lot.
I was going to say, let's talk about some of the players, some of the stars of esports. Lads like in America, you may or may not be aware of a young chap called Nate Shot. He's in his mid-20s. He's just retired.
Yeah.
And he's retired a wealthy man.
Yeah.
It's quite a short lifespan for some of these players.
It can be, yeah. I mean, there's some gamers that last a bit longer, but it can be very a short time scale. So from the ages of, let's say, 18 to 20, some of the gamers now, they're 20, it's gone a bit longer because some of the older ones now are still around. So some of them say 18 to 27 years old. That's when people start dropping off. But in that time frame, you can make, if you're good enough, money that you will never have to work again. At the age of 27, you can retire and you can have a very large bank balance.
So how does somebody go from playing Call of Duty at home and thinking, I'm actually quite good at this, to competing in a tournament? You're saying, obviously, these tournaments are free to take part in, but where do they go to? Is there a particular website? Is there an area? Is there
there's many websites online. You have the ESL, you have Gfinity. I'm trying to think of some others quick off the top of my head. They're one of the two main ones. You also have things like Insomnia, let's say pre-Insomnia events. They run the week before a little mini tournament, and it's to win tickets to go there. Because you need BYOC to enter the tournaments. The tournaments are free, but you need the tickets. And what you do is you could just make a team.
BYOC, people might not know.
Bring your own computer. So you bring your own computer along, and then you compete. So, for example, with them, they have a tournament a week beforehand, a little qualifier, and everyone joins. Those are European teams, teams you've never heard of before. They all fight it out, and one's left, and they get a free ticket. And that's a good way to maybe gain understanding, okay, we're in this qualifier. These are the teams who want to go to this event. And let's say you come top of that, you think, hold on, now we might have a real chance of winning the event. And if you don't place as high as you think, we might not be able to win it, but let's just go anyway, because we did all right against some other teams. Let's gain some experience and some knowledge. It's not about winning, it's going there, competing, having fun with your friends, gaining some knowledge, an understanding of the games, understanding the tournaments. You might not do well in one. I never did well when I first started gaming, and then eventually I came and won national tournaments in the UK.
And what's the name of your team?
It's called Choke Gaming.
Okay, and what's the future for your team? Where are you off to next?
Off to next month we're in MCM Comic Con in London. We've qualified for the MCM Finals UK Premiership Final. There's £6,000 on the line there.
Which game's that?
League of Legends and Counter-Strike Go will be there.
Right.
And then for us, we've also got a Dota 2 team, and we've just 2 days ago I picked up a Mortal Kombat player who's going to Vegas this year to play. So that'll be lots of fun. Hopefully.
So that's interesting. So you've got the team, obviously.
Yep.
But you've got different team members competing in different games.
Yeah, so it'd be like one guy owning a team and having a rugby team, a football team, some tennis players, some karate dudes, and maybe some Olympic athletes. So there's all different genres, and I have to manage these people. They have different styles, different ways of playing the game, and I have an understanding of each game. Some games I have no idea. I just know they're good at it. Then I have to spend some of my time just playing it and understanding how it works. And how the game works.
Where did you find all these team members? Where have they all come from?
They've
what
all
kind of backgrounds?
A lot of them most of them are students because they like to do this, and a lot of students play games. Most of them are students, but generally the way I found them was being involved in the gaming leagues and tournaments and just keeping my eagle eye out and just seeing who was doing well, who wasn't already picked up. For example, my League of Legends team didn't have any support. I see they were winning, and I was like, oh, these guys look pretty good. Let's go and have a chat to them, because I can offer them the support that they need to play on a bigger level. It costs a lot of money. It can cost a lot of money for people to travel. We've got guys from Cornwall. One of the guys, Seb, he's from Cornwall, lives in the field pretty much, so him going anywhere costs a lot of money. And if he doesn't have the help and support, maybe he can't showcase his talent. And that's where we come in, and we help him out. We have sponsors who invest in us, people like Asus and XFX and Eclipse Computers over there. They help fund us. They offer a sponsorship, and with that money we can help get these players to tournaments, and they can showcase everybody, give them a chance to win some money and show the world what they're capable of.
Well, I think that's a really nice way to wrap it up, actually. So
Yep.
you're just saying you're there to rise these players through the ranks.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Kickstart their careers.
Yep.
Get them
Well, maybe
started.
some other guys who just maybe have lost their way a little bit. They're really
Yeah.
good, and I just take them under my wing and nurture them.
So
Sure.
if you're in the crowd and you're watching and you're thinking, you know what, I'm really good at League of Legends,
Yeah.
Hearthstone, Call of Duty, and I'm one of them guys, and I think I do beat my friends on a regular basis, head over to the choke stand, get sat down, have a go, show Vince what you're made of,
Yeah.
and you might end up on an esports team.
Yeah, definitely. You might end up in an esports team. I mean, yeah, you know what? Never know what the future may hold. But yeah, definitely come over there if you're not doing anything. Come and have a chat. I'm on more layers, and I can give you some tips and pointers on what to do.
Have you met many people since you've been at Gadget Show Live? It's been a few days now.
Yeah,
I'm
I've met
guessing
some
you've had
really
a lot
nice
of
guys.
interest.
Yeah, we got a lot of interest. A lot of guys sitting down playing some games against each other, against people I don't know. Yeah, it's been really good fun, and all the guys have been enjoying it. Definitely.
Oh, great stuff. Well, yeah, you should definitely go and check it out. The stand is literally just
Right
there. It's a stone's throw away. It's a great little stand, and it's got all the information on esports that you will ever need. You're very happy to talk to anyone, aren't you?
Yeah,
about any more
definitely,
questions they've
definitely. Yeah.
got?
Thanks,
super.
Vince. Give him a round
Thank
of
you very
applause,
much.
everyone. Thanks for coming and chatting to us.
Thank
Don't
you
forget,
for listening.
midday on this stage, big things. Big things.
Yes, you might want to get here slightly early. It's going to be very busy. But as Matt mentioned before, we're giving away a console. That's no biggie, is it? So we'll see you here at 12. Thanks a lot, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Vince.